All right, Scott and Ryan, thank you for being here to share with uh, people who are interested in tending fire, other men. Thank you for being in our group this far, about halfway through. Um, so yeah, Scott and Ryan, whoever wants to start, where were you when you heard about this and it made you say, yes, I want to do it? What was going on in your life?
Okay, yeah, I'm happy to go. I think for me, at the time I chose to join, I felt like I was at a crossroads, or at least on a path that seemed a little overgrown and not very clear. And so I was looking for um, a place where I could meet and be real with other men and talk about what it is I'm trying to do, but what it is that's sort of getting in my way. Um, and I was, I mean, I had the opportunity to get to know you a little bit before Lev and just appreciate you and the amazing work that you do. And for me, um, I had never been part of a men's group before. It seems like it's a pretty rare thing. I've mentioned it to some others, and they've sort of scratched their head. Wow, a men's group, like what's that? Um, and I think the opportunity to meet with other men and be vulnerable and honest and share who we are and what it is that we're trying to do and what gets in our way. That's not something that men generally do. Um, and it's been a real gift for me to have the opportunity to do that.
Thanks, Scott. Yeah, Ryan.
Yeah, I'll echo a lot of what Scott said. It's difficult to find a space like that in today's world. It's not necessarily readily available, and then it's also not necessarily the right kind of vibe. At least for me, the way I live my life, the things that I'm interested in, things I want to do with my life. There are men's groups out there in the world that one can find on the internet or through word of mouth, but something like this is it's unique um, in a few different ways. But the background that I have in terms of my personal life, my personal goals, and then my spiritual life and my spiritual goals, this group was kind of the right combination of different elements, led by you, Lev, to really fit what I was looking for, like in a men's group at this time of my life.
Yeah, thank you. So, what has been valuable? There's like a sense in what you just said of like there's a value in the combination of these things, but actually, like your experience of being here, what are the most valuable things of showing up every week, and then what shifts and what insights that you've been able to put into practice and see things change in your life, Scott.
Yeah, well, I think there's a really a nice structure to each of these meetings, starting with gratitude. What are you grateful for? And I feel like that the more I practice focusing on what I'm grateful for in my life, uh, the more I find that I generate the kind of energy um, that I need to propel me and to stay open and positive. And so to have that as a group of men to focus and just be honest about that. That's been a big part of it. And then I think really, so the reflection, the three pieces that are really valuable to me are gratitude, and then reflection, and then sharing, and then action. And so for me, really taking the time to think and reflect and write before speaking. As an extrovert, for me, taking time that I ensure that I'm being mindful and really thinking about where I am with something before I share it is really valuable. And then really getting to an action. What are you committing to? And holding myself and others accountable, because we come back to that each week.
Awesome. Thank you, Scott. Yeah, Ryan.
Yeah, for me, it's the accountability and the actionability, and then also um, the way things are structured, where there's no kind of sense of, oh, you didn't do the thing you said you were going to do, and there's an issue there, there's a problem there, or you should have done it. For me, it's really nice to have the opportunity to think about what you want in life, think about what you want to do in the long term, in the medium term, in the short term. Have other men help you, formulate and uh, like kind of guide those goals, give you input, give you feedback, and then picking those things that you want to do with your life, and then whether or not you do them, it's kind of it's okay either way. So there's an opportunity, a real like kind of even steady opportunity for growth there, without any kind of for me personally, that's really useful. There's no sense of kind of fear or judgment or shame, like, oh, I didn't accomplish the thing I said I was going to do, but also that's okay. And now here's a fresh opportunity every week.
Mm, yeah, thank you. That's appreciate how you said that. Um, yeah, I think the last question is, all said and done, there's a man listening right now who's interested, curious about this group. What would you say to him? He's like, maybe I'll say yes, maybe I'll jump in, maybe I won't. What would you say to him? Scott, Ryan.
Yeah, I'd say do it. um, yeah, I mean, it's the I'd say the maybe is not serving you well, and if you join this group and a group of people, and actually share why you feel tentative about joining, even, or about certain things in your life that may be holding you back, then that sharing on its own can be really powerful in propelling you forward. So I'd say push through the maybe and give it a shot. And I feel pretty confident that if you join, you're going to get a lot out of it.
Thank you, Scott. Yeah, thank you, Scott. Ryan.
Yeah, I would say if it's something you're considering, just take some time to reflect and meditate or pray on it, however you want to think about it, and just do what feels right in your heart. If it feels good, then go for it. If you have any questions or hesitancy, talk to Lev and then think about it some more. So
Yeah, good, good. Beautiful. Well, yeah, thank you both for jumping in and, you know, looking outward into towards the wide world of men who are on the path like all of us, and while you're in the experience, I appreciate it. And I hope you got something out of it too. So onward.